Looking to unlock something big? Welcome to the amazing world of robotics. I am Rick and I'm going to teach you robotics. And how are you going to learn robotics? By building a real one. We will build this simple wheeled robot from zero to the real one. We will learn how to control it, create programs for it, and even perform deep learning with it. By the way, we have created a full course about how to create robots based on ROS2. This course starts from the beginning by designing the structure of the robot, selecting the motors and the sensors and the boards, and then going into the inclusion of the ROS2 controllers to make the robot work with ROS2. We will also teach you on this course how to create the simulation and how to change between simulation and real robot. Check it out because it's a very detailed course. Let's start. So today we are going to review all the steps required to build an autonomous robot. Building a robot involves many steps, including mechanical design, software development, electronics, and 3D printing. You need to understand each of the steps and how they are involved in the creation of the robot. First step is the design of the physical structure that will contain the robot parts. This is like the skeleton of the robot. For that, we will use a 3D design software called Fusion 360 and a 3D printing machine. The second step is to add the motors. The motors are the ones that allow the movement of the robot. We will also need to include the control boards that provide the power to control motors. On the third step, we will add the batteries. With the batteries, we can make the motors move. Also, the sensors and computers that we will add later will be able to run thanks to the batteries. We will learn about the different types of batteries that exist and how to choose the proper one. On the fourth step, we will add a computer to the robot. This will act like the brain and will allow us to create complex programs. Our robot will be able to do useful tasks like follow us, find something on the environment, navigate autonomously, and other things. On the fifth step, we will add the ROS framework to the computer. There exists a ton of software for ROS that has been already done for robots that we can reuse. On the sixth step, we will learn how to create programs in Python, so we can make the robot perform simple things, but the things that we want the robot to do. On the seventh step, we will learn what is robot kinematics, why it is important, and how to use these kinematics equations to compute how much the robot has moved. This is a basic concept that needs to be mastered in order to understand how the robot moves in the space and to allow the robot to be really autonomous. On the eighth step, we will add our first sensor to the robot, a LiDAR. The LiDAR is the sensor that allows us to detect the obstacles and make the robot avoid them. It can also be used in order to create maps of the environment and other cool things.
Cool.
On the ninth step, we will learn how to create and use robot simulations. We will need to create a simulation of our robot so we can do tests on the computer before testing on the real robot. Simulations are so important that NVIDIA company has dedicated hundreds of millions of dollars to create the Isaac Sim simulator for robotics. Engineers usually do not like to work with simulations because they prefer to work in the real robot, but that's a bad practice. We are going to learn the good practice in robotics and then we will create our simulation. At this point, we will be ready to start adding skills to the robot. Skills are programs that allow the robot to do complex things. We will start by adding autonomous navigation, one of the coolest skills because the robot will look smart. On the next step, we will add a camera sensor, so the robot can recognize objects and find them. Finally, you will learn how to integrate AI into the robot using deep learning and the latest advancements in neural networks. This will enable the robot to self-train and learn on its own. We are going to apply all those steps to our wheeled robot. The same steps can be applied to any other type of robot, including quadrupeds, humanoids, or autonomous cars, for example. I have prepared a PDF that includes all the steps that you can download and get a clear view of all of them. In the next video, we will start by designing the physical structure of the robot using a design program called Fusion 360. So the homework for today, you have to install in your computer the Fusion 360 package, the free version, because we are going to use this on the next video. And the question for today is, have you used Fusion 360 and for which project? You can write the answer below on the video comments, but the journey doesn't stop here. Check out our next video of this series where we will learn how to select the proper motors for our wheel robot.